About the caregiver. I see you, I hear you, I feel you. I thought I would bring my jasmine green tea in with me today because the question that keeps popping up in my head is caregiving experience. Now, unless that is your vocation, that you are actually a caregiver and it's something you've been doing for a while, or unless you grew up with grandparents that you had to actively take care of when you were like 13 or 14 or something like that. I don't know. I wonder who actually has caregiver experience. Aren't we always thrown into the deep end? And by the way, I can't swim. So, so for me, being thrown in the deep end was quite miserable. Yeah, a little doggy paddle, and I managed to save my life. But yeah, I feel that caregiving is something that you're never really prepared for because you don't really know how difficult it's going to be. Even if there's no medical diagnosis, even if there is a medical diagnosis, you have to depend upon the personality of the loved one or just their general state of mind. Because you can have a whole list of what to expect if you're taking care of someone with dementia or Alzheimer's or a broken hip or diabetes or just, they're a little off balance or they aren't able to cook their meals because their bone's a little brittle and they can't pick up that cast iron frying pan to fry some chicken or make some cornbread. There's a whole myriad of choices and things that describe old age. So even if you do have caregiver experience, which, like I said, I'm not sure who would unless it's actually your job, then you really have to just take it as it comes. And every single day is a brand new day, one that is filled with things that you could never expect, filled with different ideas and different challenges that you somehow manage to face head on, no matter how tired, no matter how exhausted. I think that's why I'm drinking this green tea right now. It's jasmine green tea, trying to wake myself up so that I can get through the rest of the day. Basically, I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Today, it's supposed to be tip number 7, but I thought since I'm feeling quite exhausted that instead of doing tip number 7, I would just use today as an online support chat group. So if you've got any questions or any suggestions, or if you're curious about tip number 7 is, please leave your comments below. Because as a caregiver, man, oh man, Shevitz, you never know what's coming one day to the next or 1 hour to the next. And usually when something is up, it's always a little bit of drama. Even if it ends up being okay, even if it's something very simple, it's drama, it's stress. And we know that stress is a huge killer on its own. Now, on a more upbeat note, I'm going to finish my jasmine tea in my brand new rooster mug. Yeah, it's in honor of the rooster that's been around the neighborhood. Again, I do not live on a farm and I do not where this rooster comes from, but sometimes he's outside my window waking me up before my mom. But yeah, I love my rooster mug. But I thank you for tuning in. Tell you, caregiver coop sometimes, as exhausted as I am, I'm always looking for ways that I can find out more ways to just relax during the day and tone it down a little bit so that my head's not always on fire and buzzing and being stressed. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Leave me any questions. Let me know what's going on. See this as your online support group. I see it as mine. Thank you for joining me here today. Caregiver Coop, I'm here for you. Thanks a lot. Good luck today. Jasmine green tea is the right answer.